What a fucking boring show this was. Extreme Rules last night. Complete and utter boredom. There's a couple of matches that were good, and the rest of the show absolutely sucked. I'm going to make this review very short and sweet to the point. First off, I'm not doing any more reviews for WWE. I am fed up of this. I mean, I'll keep up with everything that's going on in WWE, provide some news and rumors for it once a week or so whenever I get an opportunity or when I feel like doing it for the news and rumors, random wrestling talk episodes. But outside of that, I really have nothing to say about WWE anymore. This company has nothing to show for themselves. They have all the talent in the world, and they do nothing with it. And I'm tired of my time being wasted watching it in real time when I can watch it any time I want off the WWE network. I'd rather do it that way. That way, if something I don't like, I can just skip through. And most of the stuff that we watched on Extreme Rules last night was skippable. Most of it. Matches that I did enjoy that I'll list off. It was about 3 matches, maybe. Samoa Joe. No, not Samoa Joe. Sorry. AJ Styles and Ricochet. Excellent matchup. Didn't like the end result. Ricochet losing the United States Championship after only having it for a month. Roman Reigns and The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre was fun to watch as well. And that's pretty sad because this rivalry was a complete and utter joke. Really nothing stood out but seeing this matchup for the final time between Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon in a tag team match with The Undertaker added into it. I think was a lot of fun to watch. But the overall build towards this was a complete and utter joke. Other things that happened on the show, I did like the Revival retaining the tag team titles for Raw. Thank God they did something right there. Instead of giving the titles to the Usos. For the SmackDown, I can't say the same. SmackDown ended up making Daniel Bryan and Rowan lose the SmackDown tag team titles. Now, if you're going to make them lose the tag team titles, why wouldn't you make them lose to Otis and Tucker? They're new, they're fresh, they're different. They're definitely not a tag team that's been there for a long time. And somebody you could build off, a tag team that you can build off of and even put more importance on the SmackDown tag team titles for new and fresh faces to try to capture the title. Instead, they give the titles to the New Day just for the sake of saying that the New Day have all the titles you can possibly get on their faction outside of having a mid-card title, which was the Intercontinental Championship. Fucking joke. Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura wins the fucking Intercontinental title. Was there even a rivalry going on for that belt between those two? I don't even know. I haven't heard anything major going on with those two or any news or rumors about it when I heard these two guys even went at it. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Intercontinental title from Finn Balor. My question is this: Finn Balor loses the championship to fucking Shinsuke Nakamura, but Andre Cien can't win the Intercontinental title at the fucking Saudi Arabian event in front of a big, large crowd in a decent, okay match. Fucking pathetic. Bayley's championship match in a handicap match where if Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss won, they'd be co-holders of the fucking SmackDown Women's Championship? What in the hell are we watching here, people? There ain't a fucking thing on this show that was noteworthy of even caring about. Let me just go through the list of matches and the results, and then I'll just give you guys my star ratings, because quite frankly, I'm drained from wrestling, period, number one, and number two, I don't give a flying fuck about WWE anymore, as you guys can already tell from the tone of my voice and from the attitude I'm giving you guys about this review. Because, quite frankly, I almost decided not to do the review altogether. But I'll get through it, tell you guys my opinion, well, just my rating on it. I'm not going to go into the match or how well it was or how shitty it was, because honestly, the show was boring. There was no excitement. There was no hardcore going on outside of the last man standing match with Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. The rest of it was just a complete and utter bore fest. It was something they could have put on fucking Monday Night Raw for a 3-hour show. That's the bottom line to all this. But let's go through the matches, give you my results, the results, and how many stars I rate it. Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I'm not going to do anything with the pre-show. I don't even watch pre-show. So Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor's Intercontinental title match can take a seat in the back and take a hike. Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre, which Undertaker and Roman Reigns won. Give that match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty solid, entertaining matchup. And it was somewhat hardcore in certain aspects, but most of it was just regular tag team action, really, to be honest with you. There was nothing that really stood out in this match, outside of the fun entertainment of them beating the hell out of each other at certain points during the match. The next matchup after that was the Raw Tag Team titles, with the Revival defeating the Usos. I'm giving this match a 3 out of 5 stars. Pretty okay tag team matchup. Definitely needed on the Raw tag team side of things. This was definitely a solid, okay matchup. Next match after that was Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Aleister Black picks up the victory here. This matchup was a 3 out of 5 stars. It was an okay match as well. From there, we had Bayley defeating Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Who fucking cares? 1.5 out of 5 stars. Absolute boredom. Nothing entertaining at all or valuable for this match. This match. We had Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman winning this matchup in a very entertaining ending of an end to this matchup. Definitely, it came across a little like Attitude Era type look to it, with the whole a dash of Attitude Era to it, but still you could feel the boring, pathetic, retarded WWE value that they were providing us on this fucking show. So this matchup was a good match, though I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The SmackDown tag team titles were on the line in a triple threat tag team matchup. It was Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Otis and Tucker versus the New Day with Big E and Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods and Big E pick up the victory here. I don't understand why the fuck they went with this decision here. I don't know why Otis and Tucker didn't win. The match was fun. I'll give them that. But it was nothing to cry home about. 3 out of 5 stars. Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens competed one-on-one. This was 17 seconds. 17 seconds of your time. I give it a 0 out of 5 stars. Fucking pathetic. I don't even know why they had Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens have this match. Made no sense. WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston, Samoa Joe. Fucking boring. Boring as shit. Hated this fucking match. I'm giving this match a 1.5 out of 5 stars. I don't think I've ever ranked any WWE Championship match that low before. This match was pathetic, horrendous, and stupid. Samoa Joe was kicking the shit out of Kofi Kingston throughout most of this match, and all Kofi Kingston had to do was Trouble in Paradise, kick to the head, match over. Really? Match is over. Wow. way to go, WWE. You put putting a lot of emphasis in that matchup. It was so entertaining. With the middle finger in the air and the bullshit and all that crap leading into it. Whoop-de-fucky-do. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. This was probably the best match on the entire card. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. Fortunately, AJ Styles won this match and won the U.S. Championship, which I don't understand why. I really don't. I don't understand why they didn't just have Ricochet retain the title, but they go ahead and do a rematch at SummerSlam. I'm okay with that. I mean, granted, there was cheating at the end of this matchup, so it definitely gives Ricochet a right to challenge and have a rematch for the WWE US Championship. So I'm cool with that matchup if that happens for SummerSlam. And then the tag team matchup with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch with the Raw Women's Championship, the Universal title on the line, winner take all against Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. This match was like watching Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins in a one-on-one matchup while mixing Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans together in this match. That's all this was. With several chair shots, some dives off the top rope onto the Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin laying on top of the table. And that was about it. That was your fucking event. Nothing to cry home about with this main event matchup. I give it a 2 out of 5 stars. This matchup was just fucking pathetic. It was basically a rerun of the same shit we've seen before. And there was nothing entertaining about it. And then Brock Lesnar came out, cashed in on Seth Rollins, and won the Universal title. He wins the Universal title after all these times he tried to cash in. He finally gets to cash in, and he wins. Fucking wins. So where do they go from here? Who gets to challenge Brock Lesnar? Who's the believable character that's going to beat Brock Lesnar? Sure as hell ain't going to be Braun Strowman. Sure as hell ain't going to be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been lucky to even win the title from Brock Lesnar from a low blow that he delivered. And several curb stomps, and then he wins the title. So who fucking cares? They've done nothing credible for the Universal Championship between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins anyway since WrestleMania 35. There is nothing on this card or on this rivalry that they built up over the last couple of months that even remotely gets me interested in it. I don't care. I don't care if Seth Rollins gets a rematch. I don't care if Roman Reigns faces Brock Lesnar. God help us if they go with that route. While Roman Reigns is on SmackDown, of all places. Jesus. What a fucking joke. That's this overall show. Match between Brock and Seth, I don't really care. I'm not even giving it a rating. It's a piece of shit. 13 seconds worth of our wasting our time. Thank God it was only 13 seconds. Bottom line is, I have nothing to say about this pay-per-view. This pay-per-view is an absolute dud. It had no excitement going in, no excitement going out. This show is a pathetic piece of shit. I can't sit here and do these reviews anymore for WWE. They are not worth my time to sit here and talk about this shit. Not to mention, I was sitting there watching this event for 4 fucking hours. And I'm saying to myself, wouldn't it be better if I could watch this on a Saturday instead of sitting here on my last day off of the weekend? Just before I have to go back into work and be miserable at my job. Instead, I have to be miserable just before I have to go to work. Why can't I just be miserable watching this shit on a Saturday and then providing you guys this review the next day on a Sunday morning? I'd rather do that than sit through 4 hours on a Sunday night with a couple of hours left before I have to go to bed and head into work and be miserable there. I'd rather be able to do something enjoyable on my last few hours I have left before I have to go to work. Not sit there and watch 4 hours of fucking WWE cockamamie shit. This company is a fucking joke. And I'm not wasting my time or your time either to do these fucking reviews. There was nothing exciting about it. There's nothing to cry home about. There's nothing exciting that came out of it. The whole show sucked from pillar to post, from beginning to end. It sucked. Period. Anyway, leave your comments and opinions down below. I'm sure you guys share the same opinion as I do about this shitty fucking product. Hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And I thank you very much for watching. Have a great night, guys. Bye.